All right, everybody, happy Wednesday. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what your job is for today. Yesterday, if you remember, you explored this Padlet of resources in order to determine what topic you were going to come up with or you were going to research. Today, you're going to dive a little bit deeper into that topic to see if you can come up with maybe some questions that you have about that topic. Something to keep in mind today is that this is not the only opportunity you're going to have to research your topic today. The purpose of your research is to come up with those questions, and then later on down the line in this unit, you'll have a chance to really dig in and research as well. So remember today that as you're going through those steps, that you don't have to have every piece of information you need for your project just yet. But what you are going to do is read more articles on your topic. So again, you're going to go back to that Padlet where you went before. You're going to find the topic that you were looking at yesterday, the one that you landed on. And you're going to continue to track some research in a note catcher. So if you look down here, the note catcher for today looks pretty similar to the note catcher from yesterday, but the difference is that instead of just researching a specific topic, and here's what I could find after I click through 3 or 4 articles, this time you're zooming in a little bit more. So you're picking a specific article from that topic. Could be one you looked at yesterday, but I would encourage you to maybe look at some other resources that you did not look at yesterday. So list the title of that article. If you have any background knowledge about the specific topic of that article, you can list it there, and then things you learned and questions you still have. So hopefully by the end of this note catcher, you'll have all these questions along the side here, and that will help fuel you for the next step, which is to determine some focused research questions. You're gonna draft them. These won't necessarily be 100% final and perfect. These won't 100% maybe be the questions that show up in your project, but they could be if you come up with some good ones. So on the form today, you'll list your topic here, and then there's space down here for your research questions, but I want to draw your attention to some directions here. If you notice, some of the qualifications or the requirements for a research question would be, obviously it has to be related to your topic. It has to be different. Like each of the questions has to be different from each other. So they've got to be, so you're not saying the same thing over and over again. They have to be broad enough to allow you to find lots of information, and they have to be interesting to a general audience. Just to give you an example, if you remember, back when we looked at the sample project, the one that Mrs. Hahn put together, she had in her table of contents here, her research questions. So let's take a look at them once they load here. So if she was researching the topic of carbon footprints, right, and how they're related to our planet, well, one of the questions she might have is, what is a carbon footprint and why does it matter, right? So that could be a research question. She could have the question, how does technology contribute to the problem, right? So it's, again, a little bit specific and a little bit more focused. What can people do to help solve this problem, right? That's a different question. So each of those 3 questions are related to her topic. They're different from each other. They're broad enough to allow her to find lots of information, so they helped fuel her research, and they were interesting to a general audience. So if you can come up with those 3 questions, list them down here. Your teacher's going to look through those questions. If they feel like maybe there's a question that might need some tweaking or some adjustment, they'll reach out to you, or you in turn can reach out to us if you have any concerns or questions about what your job is today. Okay, but just to clarify, you're diving a little bit deeper into your topic. You're hoping to come up with 3 questions that then tomorrow you'll take and put into a project proposal. Okay, good luck.